One day, Thomas was puffing down the line with Annie and Clarabelle, but he was heading for trouble. The sun had bent the rails out of shape, and he was heading right for them. Fizzling fireboxes! Annie, Clarabelle, are you two okay? Yes, Thomas, we're fine. And so are your passengers. That's good to know. But what happened? Looks like the sun bent the rails out of shape, Thomas. But the bent rails aren't the only problem. You will have to go to the steamworks to get repaired. Oh, bother. When Thomas was taken to the steamworks, the Fat Controller came to see him. Since the sun bent the rails on that line, I will be closing it until those rails are replaced. And in the meantime, while you're being repaired, Wilson will do your work. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Hello, Edward. What are you doing here? I wasn't feeling too well, so I had to come here to be looked over, but I'm sure it's nothing too serious. Yes, indeed. And while you're here, Edward, I think I'll ask Gordon to do your work for today. I don't think he'll like that. He won't. The next day, Wilson arrived on Thomas's branch line where Percy and Toby were waiting for him. We're glad you're here to help us, Wilson. I'm glad I was called here to help. I haven't been on this branch line before. So, what's my first job? First, I'll need you to help me and Mavis up at the quarry. And then later, you and I will be taking passengers around the branch line. Great! Let's get to work. Wilson was enjoying himself. He worked hard shunting the heavy trucks full of stone around the quarry. Then he took passengers to all the stops along Thomas's branch line with Annie and Clarabelle. The two coaches thought he was very nice. Such good manners. He reminds me of Duck when he pulled us while Thomas was away. I was thinking the same thing. Later, Wilson was taking some tankers full of milk from the dairy to Tipmouth Station. When he delivered the milk, he saw Gordon pulling a goods train. He did not look happy. Oh, the indignity. Hello, Gordon. What's the matter? Edward wasn't feeling well, so the Fat Controller told me to take his goods trains for the day. It's disgraceful, I tell you. What's wrong with goods trains? Well, you see, I'm an express engine. An express engine should never pull trucks. It's embarrassing. Don't say that, Gordon. Listen, even though it's not a passenger train, you're still being really useful. Really? Yeah. Besides, every engine knows that no matter what type of engine you are, and no matter what jobs you are given, remember that you are still being really useful, whether you pull coaches or trucks. I guess you're right, Wilson. Maybe pulling trucks isn't bad after all. Thanks for telling me that. You're very welcome. See you around, Gordon. You too, Wilson. That afternoon, Edward was feeling much better, and he was now back at the sheds. Soon, Gordon arrived. Hello, Gordon. Are you still grumpy about the fact that you had to pull trucks today? Not really, James. You're not? Well, this is a surprise. So, you're not feeling embarrassed? Nope. I learned today that no matter what type of engine you are, you're still being really useful, whether you pull trucks or coaches. Well, that's wonderful to hear, Gordon. Well, what do you know? Gordon actually learned something. Very funny, James. The next day, Thomas was repaired, and he came back to working on his branch line. Wilson went back to doing his normal jobs at Great Waterton, and as for Gordon, he still prefers coaches over trucks. But after what Wilson told him yesterday, he now doesn't mind pulling goods trains. because he knows that no matter what job you are given, you're still a really useful engine.